Okay, parents, good afternoon. It's Mr. Garcia back. This one's for you guys. Talking to some of you in the past, since all this stuff has been going on, a lot of kids are having issues with the transitions and with the, accepting of what's going on here. So I did a little research, talked to some people, and, trying to help you guys dealing with how to talk to your kids about coronavirus, especially some of our lower functioning kids. It's hard for them to understand these things, and they just want to go back to school and want to go to Big House Burger or want to go somewhere and go to a restaurant. So I came up with a couple of things, and I'm going to attach all the social stories I made. I made two simple social stories, and I'm going to attach them in the group. They'll be on a Word document. If you need them any other way, let me know that you couldn't access them, and I'll get them to you. So what do you say to your kids about coronavirus? Well, new routines are rough for us all, especially even rougher for our kids who have autism spectrum disorder. It's important to keep the explanation simple, and you'll see in the social story I made, it's very simple, using pictures, a sentence which you will read to them, and then go over the pictures. If you have any questions when you see that, just let me know. So keep it simple. Things like germs are making people sick. Coronavirus is a germ that is making people sick. And that's why we have to stay home. Schools will be closed, but we will come back. So just short, simple sentences, not too confusing, but the pictures are going to help because a lot of our kids have processing disorders. So it's saying germ is going to make you sick. They don't get it. They're not reading it the same way we are. So when you read the social story, make sure to show the pictures and point to each one individually and go over it and over it and over it. It's something that we would have done in the classroom if we were in school. We would go over these things daily, and even just something in the morning, going over it, saying, okay, good morning, Johnny. The reason we can't go anywhere, there's a germ out there that's making people sick, and that's why we have to stay home. You're not going to go to school. You will go soon, and, and just go from there and see how the kids react to it and let me know. It's very, very important to talk to them about the self-help issues like washing your hands and social distancing and wearing a mask. I included another social story using that. Let them know what social distancing is, like, especially some of our kids that love to give hugs. I know there's a lot of them out there. Let them know that, in some instances, it's not okay to give hugs right now. We're learning all the social distancing things together. So just explain to them. The pictures are going to help a lot. I don't even have a way to print them out. I'm not I would have shown them to you right here. But when you see this video, go back and look at the pictures. And if you need anything, let me know. So how do we help them adjust? A lot of our kids are having adjustment issues with these things. With routines disrupted, a lot of our kids don't feel comfortable. And we all know that kids with autism need the structure and need the routine to stay comfortable. So here's the most important part. Talking to a lot of you guys, I know it's hard. I know it's not like school, so it's a little different. But just try to keep as much as a routine as possible. The basics, keep the basics. Bedtimes, wake up times, meals, snacks. Those little things. In the morning, this happens. Breakfast. This is happening at lunch, and then you get a snack. Try at least that, and that'll help. You'll see it, and don't give up. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be a little different because you're at home, but don't give up. Keep pushing them. Just even the bedtime, even the amount of screen time on iPads and TVs, and then another important one, since school's at home, build in one spot for work. Some of our kids 20 minutes and that's it. Some 5 minutes, some more. You can do more. One thing, you just build that one thing into your daily to-do list. And I'm going to include an example of the to-do list. So it would just be basically breakfast, like for the simple ones, breakfast, brush your teeth, or any morning routines, and then lunch, and then snack, and then work. You know, whether it's a worksheet or it's just singing the ABCs or watching a video, just to help with the routine. And you'll see, parents, I guarantee it will work. It just takes time. It really does. And you know, we have a lot of time, and I know how hard it is for the kids to adjusting to all this. You know, I think about it all the time, and I'm thinking about them all the time. How hard it is for me just to adjust here. So work on that. Just a small to-do list. Even just call it a to-do list and check them off as you go. Like some of the things I had given you all before our winter break, which goes back to visual schedules and how important they are. That's what I was talking about with the to-do list. And then I know there's tantrums, there's outbursts, there's some of our kids flap. You're seeing a lot of flapping, a lot of rocking. That's because they're anxious, they're nervous, they're acting out because their routine's throwing off. So find a way to keep them calm. You know, our verbal kids, you know, talk to them, let them express themselves, build crafts, let them get dirty, let them play outside. Some of our nonverbal kids, it's a little harder. Use pictures, use videos, but talk to them. You know, as well as I know, even our kiddos that don't speak or don't focus 100%, they know what's going on. They are aware of their surrounding, and they are very aware that something's different. So use a lot of try sensory. I googled the other day sensory, keep nervous autism and nervousness, and it gave me a lot of good sensory ideas. Bottles, sensory bottles, calming bottles, calming baggies, and in fact, our teachers' aides. For my class are making some of these things that hopefully I'm going to be able to take out to you guys. That way you don't have to make so many things. But I want to keep the video short. I'm sorry, it's already 7 minutes. But this is important. And if you have any questions, call me, text me, let me know on Messenger. I'm very concerned that, you know, some of our kids are going to regress, and or they're just feeling anxiety that they can't express to you. So let me know if you need anything. Thanks.